Hey, what's going on? Theodore White here. TWBU Paradise. How is everybody doing on this amazing Thursday? I am so happy and grateful to be here to share this great message. Of course, I'm doing it in the middle of me doing my deliveries for the day, which is cool. Um, Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would say that yeah, when it slows down, you kind of got to be productive with things you're doing. And wow, but that's okay. You got to be that way because that's how you're gonna win. So first off, if you're just tuning in, I'm coming to you live from Facebook on TWBU Paradise. Of course, this will be re-uploaded to YouTube and IGTV, depending on the time frame for IGTV. So what I would like you to do is, if you're tuning on this live on Facebook, of course, hashtag live. If you're tuning in on a replay on any of the channels, hashtag replay. Then, of course, where am I coming in from? I'm coming in from Decatur, Georgia today. North DeKalb Mall. I'm here in one of my areas I sit in to wait for possible great batches that come through because I love this area. I love the Decatur area of Atlanta. It's right outside Atlanta. It's a really good suburban city type area, and I do love it so much. And of course, North DeKalb Mall. It's a little older mall. It's of course not as active as it used to be, but guess what? It's still a great mall. So, gotta give them a shout out since I'm sitting here. Um, so question: how do you use your imagination for your life? You'll be like, what do you mean imagination for my life? I mean, I can't just pretend pay my bills. I can't just pretend. That's not exactly what I mean. But also, like I said, if you're also tuning in from every channel, of course, like, love, comment, share, and of course, follow and subscribe wherever those bells notifications are. Please activate them. So, big question here. How do you use imagination to either have success out of life, to be happy in life, to just have a all over great life? A lot of people put their imagination away when they're children. They say, well, that's for kids. When I'm adult, as I become, a man, I need to be a man, woman be a woman, but you do realize some of the greatest people in history, because of their use of imagination, they were able to create things that we use even to this day. Like this car I'm in. If it wasn't for the imaginations of the very first auto builders, I'm not going to say, I'm pretty sure Henry Ford wasn't the first person who built an automobile, but he was the first person to mass produce it. And the thing about it is, him and the company he was with, if it wasn't for the imagination of Henry Ford and what he wanted to do, it wouldn't have happened. Think about the light bulb. Thomas Edison. Now I know. I'm gonna say this. It's Black History Month, and I do know that one of the elements of the light bulb was created by a young black inventor. Which I hate that whole concept takes a little bit of the shine from Thomas Edison, because I mean he was a great inventor anyway. But it's just crazy that if he didn't think of using it the way he did, then that wouldn't have created the light bulb as we know it. And then of course the continuous re-engineering of that same technology opened it up to right where it is today. So okay, so all right, so those are two things of imagination. Okay, we can take the computer, which is almost just a pretty much a replica of the human brain and the human nervous system and stuff like that. That was imagination. I mean, yes, the brain was already here, all that stuff was already here, but for the person who decided that they were going to put it together all as one little thing and try to make it into something outside of the human scope, that's definitely something that was a success, because we use computers to this day. Even the smartphones, see smartphones here, they're pretty much small computers. And the imagination of the person to bring it down to this size, that's the thing. With your imagination, see, I mean, we can also call it creativity. We can also call it fantasizing, visualizing. But with all of those terms, when you were a child, honestly, that was when it was the biggest, because that's when you didn't limit it. But as you get older, we get jobs, we get things where we got to take care of responsibilities, be able to help people with money and things like help people with money, help pay our bills and things of that nature. That kind of limited our imagination to the confines of like where we work and stuff. And a lot of people say, well, I'm just not a creative person and I just can't do what they do. See, with the power of imagination, you can do anything you want. You can be anywhere you want. This morning I was in Tuscany, in Tuscany area of Italy, and you'll be like, "Huh? This dude's insane." No, I'm not insane. What it is what I did, and I think I need to turn that. Oh, I don't know why it seems like something's coming out. What I did was I just visualized myself there, and I enjoyed some of the scenery. And then I took a picture, meaning I went and got a picture of somebody who took a picture of that area, and I shared it because that was my trip. Now, that doesn't mean I went to Tuscany directly. No, I used my imagination and I went there. And see, that's the thing. You can do anything with your imagination. Anything you think of. There's no limitation to it. Your limit is your limit. Whatever limit you put upon it is the limit that it's going to be at. So I hope that gives a slight level of clarification on what I mean by imagination and its usage. If you think about it, we parrot a lot of stuff and imitate a lot of stuff, but we normally don't have original thoughts because we feel like we can't have them. But you can. Think about a quick shout out to my brother Pierre Ingram. He just published his poetry book, I Bleed Through This Ink. Now, the thing about it is that poetry book was made out of his imagination, by his ability to put together words in a poetic form. Everyone can do that. And if you feel like you can't do it, you can learn how to do that. Because that's what the great thing about our minds. You can be anything, do anything, learn anything. But you definitely want to use your imagination to create the life you want. So, if you feel like you're ready for that, great. Let's talk. I would love to have a conversation about where you want to be in life and where you want to take use your imagination to take you to. Because I guarantee you, if you can learn how to harness that power, your life will be ridiculously better. It really will. And even though you might not get exactly what you want right in the beginning, as far as like the materialization of it, as you keep those focuses in your mind, you keep those fantasies there, you keep them, and then eventually your mind's going to bring forth ideas to help you get there. It really is. And that's all throughout everything, all the holy books and stuff. That's actually in there. It's just a point of whether you going to want to apply it. Because remember, faith. You got to have faith, but you have to apply faith. And then you have to put in the works. And your imagination can help you do that. So, what do you think? Do you think that imagination is important? Do you think that you can use it to create the life you want? If you think you can, let me know in the comments below. Also, are you on that journey to build a better version of the best you? If you are, then let me give you some, I'm not going to call it advice. Let me just give you my own personal words of wisdom. If you want to change, if you're going to have a positive change, you want to develop yourself to where you can have a renewed life purpose, because that's how you're going to have an amazingly blessed tremendously prosperous, positive, peaceful, and magnificently abundant life. So let's see what we got. Okay, we're still waiting, which is cool. I'm not too concerned about that right now because guess what? Every time I sit here and I wait and I'm patient, what ends up happening is I get what I want. So, are you ready to be patient and get what you want? If you are, talk to me. You know, I don't have an issue talking about anything that's going to help my brothers and sisters. Just get on my calendar. You know, I got a book now button on this page. Through my links that I can include in the description, there's a place where you can book too. Book a call, and then what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk, and we're gonna see if you're ready to go to that next level of your life to figure out what you really want out of life, and then we're gonna use all the tools that we have at our disposal to make that happen. So if you're ready, come on. Now, if you're not so ready, that's okay. Just by you following, liking, subscribing, you're going to learn more and more about how important it is and how easily it can be achieved if you just put in the work. And then if you're also not ready, I got a free mastermind group that is ready to help you just be exposed to what the possibilities of use of your imagination, use of your life purpose, use of your affirmations, your visualizations to create the life you want. That's going to be in the comments too. And it's also in the link. So all this great stuff is one click away. So if you're ready, let me know. And if you love what I just shared, let me get a hashtag value. And let me, like I said, let me know what you think. And let me know what you want to talk about. And of course, reminder, it's Thursday. So we're 2 days away from Shout Out Saturday. Supreme Shout Out Saturday. If you want your business shouted out, reach out to me, DM. I will definitely shoot that information to you. But that's my time. I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody for being on. I really do. I'm really happy and grateful that you're here and just continue to be here from here on out. But that's my time. Let me roll. I'll talk with y'all later. Bye.